I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with Josh Reese and Aaron Rosa. We literally just came from the movie theater because we saw 65 starring Adam Driver. Two of us really liked the movie, and one of us hated it. Can you tell who?
Which one was it?
Can you tell who?
It was me.
The troll is back.
I'm not a troll. I'm not a troll on this. It was boring.
We've got to break this cycle. I feel like a bully, but Josh, you got to get on board, man.
I got to get on board. I got to have the same opinion as everybody else. You know what it is? I actually have the opinion of our fans, which is I'm representing the fan base here.
How do you know that?
Because the fan base also agreed with me on Cocaine Bear.
That was like 50-50.
I think I represent the everyman on this podcast.
That was 50-50.
That's my role. I'm the everyman here.
No, you're not.
That's what I am. That's what I bring.
Josh, how dare you? Are you saying Andrew and I are the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes and you're the audience score? Fuck you, Josh.
That's right.
How dare you?
Roger Ebert and what was the other one?
How dare you? I fucking hate Roger Ebert.
Sicily?
How dare you?
I couldn't remember their fucking names.
Roper, right?
Roger Ebert?
No, Siskel and Ebert, you fuck ass. Siskel and Ebert, you fuck ass.
Robert.
And then it was Richard Roper?
Yeah,
I think.
something
Yeah.
like that.
There's a couple.
Here's what I don't get.
Sure.
Is
tell me about it.
65? The critic score for 65 is 36%. Like that's awful. Like that's like this movie was a piece of shit.
Right.
Like in
It
terms
was a
of like
piece of shit.
okay, was like in terms of like the acting was bad, the story was bad, the editing was bad, the filmography was bad. Like that's what gets you a 36.
I think he hit on all three of those.
Right, but
up.
but we've already established the critic score. Critics are not real human
But then you have
beings.
Cocaine Bear and the critic score is 69%.
Cocaine Bear
That's
was fun.
lunacy.
Cocaine Bear was fun. 65 was boring, and I almost fell asleep if it wasn't for Andrew screaming next to me.
What the fuck is Thanksgiving rated on Rotten Tomatoes? Because the critics didn't even score it because it's not a fucking real movie.
Well, look, can I say something controversial?
Go for it.
Who directed Cocaine Bear?
Yeah, Elizabeth Banks.
And critics tend to trend in what direction?
She is a trailblazing woman.
It's funny you say that.
They're not going to shit on a woman-directed movie in 2023
It's funny
because they'll get made fun of for being misogynist.
It's funny you say that because we're going to talk about the Oscars in a minute because holy shit.
Yep.
But I watched part of the Oscars. I didn't see this, but I saw on Twitter that Elizabeth Banks came out with like someone in a bear costume. So like clearly it has, like you said, become this like, political thing within like if that's at the Oscars, like Cocaine Bear. Like Elizabeth Banks with Cocaine Bear, like that's a part of the Oscars
was
now.
a fun movie. I'm sure they were just having fun with it. We don't know the context.
Josh, we already had this argument. We already reviewed that movie. We're done.
Yeah.
And I won.
And it was a bad movie.
Stop going back to Cocaine Bear. We have a lot to talk about. Reviewing 65 is going to be fun for at least two of us. But first, we have to thank some new patrons.
Yes.
So thank you to F. Suttis. I don't know what that means or what that is, but thank you. We got Chris Berg, Caleb Young, and Kimball Eagle. I don't know, something like that.
Kimball Eagle? What?
Sure.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. But thank you so much to the four of you. If you want to join, go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We've got over 100 of you right now on there. So thanks again. The fucking Last of Us season finale aired tonight. As you know, technically it's a Monday morning as we're recording this.
Right.
But yeah, I can't wait to watch that.
I'm
be a lot of fun.
so nervous because I saw how long the episode was. It's like 40 minutes. I was like, oh, that seems like really short for a season.
The finale is 40 minutes?
It's like 43 minutes, yeah.
Holy shit.
It's short, yeah.
I know.
Wow.
So it's probably going to get right to the point.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm a little bit worried, but
can't wait.
But they haven't steered me wrong yet. So.
We're going to be reviewing the season finale on patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash this week. So
That's right.
Go look for that. All right. On to news and rumors, a.k.a. the Hollywood Hogwash. So I think for maybe the first time ever, the Oscars got it right.
Yes. Finally.
Almost a clean sweep.
The best picture was not about a piano or somebody crying in a concentration camp.
Or women talking.
Well, yeah, that was nice joke. That was a movie that won Best Adapted Screenplay. I don't know what that was about, but anyways,
It's pretty self-explanatory.
Everything, Everywhere, All at Once won 7 Academy Awards,
Fuck yes.
including all of the best ones.
I mean, that's worth a rap horn, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
There you go.
We got film editing, best original screenplay, best supporting actor, Ke Huy Quan, best supporting actress, Jamie Lee Curtis, which the actress that played the daughter of the main character was also nominated. I would have given it to her.
Right.
Yeah,
So
right.
that's a small pet peeve in this situation.
Sure.
Best actress, Michelle Yeoh won. Best director, Daniel Kwan and Daniel Scheinert. And then, of course, the more important, Best Picture.
Yes.
Best Picture.
Best picture.
I don't know if they like.
They beat Spielberg.
They beat Spielberg.
They beat Spielberg.
They beat Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
And not like Spielberg in a down year. Like that was known as a good movie, and they
Right.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's it's rare when when like a movie sweeps like all of the awards pretty much.
Right.
And the fact that this did is awesome.
I'm just happy I finally got to see a Best Picture. Like most of the Best Pictures that have won in the past, I had no fucking idea what they were or had ever even seen a trailer. To be
I'm trying
honest.
to think the last time like a really good movie swept the Oscars and it was like Justified. And I'm not the biggest Lord of the Rings fan, but Return of the King was really good, and I'm pretty sure that swept the Oscars.
Really?
Well, that was really awards for the whole trilogy, probably. Like,
Yeah.
like all of those Oscars.
Unless
that
it was
movie,
the first one that swept the Oscars. I can't remember. But
No, all those Oscars that movie got, they were giving that movie Oscars for the whole trilogy, not for that specific movie
But
necessarily.
yes, I understand. But like those Oscars, it did like win every award,
Right.
Like Everything Everywhere did.
Yes.
Damn, I was just looking back right now. The last movie that I saw that won an Oscar the same year was Hurt Locker in 2009.
Really?
That's fucking crazy. Yeah. Everything else is like, I've never heard of these movies.
Go down the list now. Go to 2000. What won in 2010? Keep going.
2010.
Oh, it's gonna take that long.
2010 was The King's Speech. 2011,
didn't see that.
The Artist.
Didn't see that.
2012 was Argo.
I saw Argo. That was fine. I don't think it wasn't Best Picture worthy.
2013, 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah, I hated that movie.
2014, Birdman. I know a lot of people saw that.
Oh, I loved Birdman.
Birdman was
Birdman
awesome.
was
Not
great. So
seen
that's
that.
justified. That was really good.
2015, Spotlight.
I want to see Spotlight, but I haven't seen Spotlight.
2016, Moonlight.
Didn't see that.
2017, Shape of Water.
Nope.
2018, Green Book. Never
Nope.
heard of it. 2019, Parasite. Nope.
Parasite was awesome. I saw Parasite last year. Finally, it was great.
What was
Was
it?
Green Book the one with Viggo Mortensen?
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Did you see Parasite?
I did not see
You should
Parasite.
see Parasite.
Okay.
It's fucking awesome.
All right.
All right, keep going.
2020, Nomadland, and 2021, Coda. And then this year, Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah, those COVID years were rough.
They were rough. Yeah.
What a good combination. Everything Everywhere. What a good combination of fun, action, awesome, but also
And sci-fi.
It's got to be like, yeah,
also
seriously.
the feels and like it hit all the right emotional notes too.
Like, if you had to categorize this in one genre, what's the main one? It's action. Like an action movie won
Yeah.
Best Picture.
Or drama?
Yeah.
Action drama, but
It's an action, it's drama, it's comedy, it's sci-fi, it's all of those things.
It's all of
but
them,
like it's action.
It's action adventure.
An action movie
It's
won
it's
Best Picture.
A sci-fi action adventure.
And it deserved to win. It was the best movie of 2022. It came out March of 2022. It's very rare that a movie wins all the Oscars when it comes out like early in the year, and then it's like because it's been a whole year since the movie came out, and it's winning all of the awards. Part of me feels like the only reason they gave them all the awards is because it's mostly an Asian cast, and they want to look because that's what the Oscars is. They're always trying to look progressive in everything, but like in this instance, like it should be winning all these awards.
Well, I mean,
But that's just what Hollywood always does. Is they're just like, oh, let's do this so that we look cool.
maybe it was just a down year too, and that was the only movie that stood out. I mean, let's go over the movies that were nominated.
No.
All
Well, it wasn't
Quiet
because
on
it was
the
a down
Western
year.
Front.
This is one of the best movies I've ever seen.
This movie was deserving on
Well,
every level.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a down year, but that movie stood out above everybody else because it was amazing. Nothing else comes close to this.
I still
Top Gun was great, but that one. it's
Top
not
Gun
an
was only
Oscar.
nominated to get TV ratings.
Right.
That's obvious.
The Banshees of Inisherin.
But that's the Oscars, Josh. It's usually movies you'll never see and if you've never heard of that get nominated.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
usually how it is.
Hopefully this is changing.
Also, shout out to Brendan Fraser who got Best Actor for The Whale.
Rick O'Connell. Fuck yes.
What a comeback from
Fuck
this guy.
Yes. Love Brendan Fraser.
I want to see the movie now, but
Brendan Fraser, won an Oscar.
Fraser asshole.
Brendan F. He won an Oscar, but then his movie was deleted. His Batgirl movie was deleted by Warner Brothers.
well, yeah, that was months ago.
I'm just saying, like, it's
They might release it now.
They should
Hey, we got the Best Actor.
pull it out of the vault, put it up on HBO Max.
No, just kidding. They're not going to do that.
No, probably not.
But yeah, congratulations, everything, everywhere, all at once. Can we finally get the Steelbook? Can we finally get the Steelbook? They have to now. It won Best Picture. Do you know how much ass this movie is going to get within the next few months? Because
Swept the
there's
fucking Oscars.
Because yes, it did good for A24 films, but like it wasn't like this humongous box office. It wasn't a big blockbuster. Now that it won Best Picture, a lot of people are going to be seeing it. Make a Steelbook in the United States, not France. Why is it available in France? Why is there a Steelbook in France but not here?
Speaking of that,
I was going to get it, and then I found out the Blu-rays in France won't work in the Blu-rays in the United States, so yeah.
oh, that sucks.
I still think not enough people have seen this movie.
No.
Like, we all know this, but I think regular people have not seen this movie enough.
No, it's true. A24 Films is, like, this was their biggest movie in terms of box office, and even that, it wasn't a huge success. It was a success for them. 107 million.
Pretty big.
Yeah. I think worldwide was 108 million.
Because their budget was probably tiny, right?
Probably like 20 million or something like that. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah. So yeah, I mean, it did good, but it wasn't like, fucking Top Gun levels or what it should be,
But not only that, I mean, it was a pretty good year for A24 films. I mean, because Brendan Fraser, The Whale,
Yeah.
apparently that was made by A24 as well.
Right.
So I mean, wow, they're an up and comer.
Yeah, they are.
I kind of want to see what comes out next from them.
Well, yeah, I mean, I remember we reported this last year that they signed those guys to do a lot more films.
Right.
For A24. Where was the auction? Let's see what.
Oh, yeah.
Let's
What
see
did
what
Raccacoonie go for?
Raccacoonie finally sold for. Okay, the butt plug closed at 60,000.
60,000.
Oh man, someone's using that tonight.
Raccacoonie final bid 90,000,
90. Ooh.
and that was the most expensive one. Obviously, some lucky bastard has Raccacoonie displayed in their house right now.
He's probably wearing it, to be honest, or she.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. I hope they do the Steelbook in the U.S. All right, moving on. I know you're going to be excited about this. Well, both of you will.
Oh.
The Hollywood Reporter says John Bernthal is returning as the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again.
Fuck yes.
All right.
Fuck yes.
I'm
Yeah.
excited because I remember John Bernthal saying that he's not going to do no PC bullshit.
No,
He's
he
going to
didn't.
make a real Punisher.
He said he wasn't going to do like a PG Punisher.
All right.
He's like, yeah, I'm not interested in doing like a watered down version of him.
My nipples are
I
hard.
still don't think we're going to get an R-rated Punisher in this show.
Can we get like a PG-16?
16? That's not a thing.
Something in between PG-13 and rated R.
I mean,
this
TV 14 is probably the best we could hope for.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a PG-13 show. We're not going to see the Netflix Daredevil Punisher.
It's probably not going to be a bloodbath.
right.
But you can still do good stuff with TV 14.
As long as they don't PG it too badly,
Yeah.
it can still be great. at
As long as
PG-13.
Punisher doesn't fuck She-Hulk, I think we'll be okay. Daredevil and Punisher tag team She-Hulk in the season
No,
finale.
no. Well, they can't do that because that'd be rated R, right?
Well, no, you just cut away. Come on.
Tap that ass, Red.
Yeah. So
Oh,
that,
no. God damn it, Aaron. Fuck you, Aaron. Jesus.
Oh God. Can I have a turn on the ass, Red? Tag me in. So yeah, that gives me some hope for the show, obviously. They also reported that the actors who played Karen Page and Foggy Nelson are not returning.
I was a little bit sad about
Surprising.
About that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if they're getting replaced. I know that we know that also Vincent D'Onofrio is returning as Wilson Fisk,
Right.
as Kingpin. But the woman that plays his wife, they cast a different actress.
What
To
was
play
her
the
name?
wife.
Maria?
Vanessa.
Vanessa. There you go.
Vanessa.
I feel like rather than
see Vanessa.
I would think rather than
It's not bad.
It's actually pretty. I miss you, Vanessa.
that's pretty good, Vincent.
Look upon this world. No, I can't do it.
And what is the postage line? And I'll pay more than 20 cents for postage.
Pretty close. Yeah, that's good.
Sorry, what were you gonna say? I get excited when I can do an impression. And
It's like, oh shit, I can do Vincent D'Onofrio. All right. No, I feel like they're just going to take a different direction rather than recasting. Like, make it less about the Daredevil we saw, the Murdoch and Nelson. They're just moving away.
like we
from
won't even
that.
get Foggy and Karen.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that
That's
story
fine.
has kind of run its course, kind of.
Yeah, like the 3 seasons of like, no, you can't, man. Don't do that.
What are you doing, Matt? Stop it.
No, Matt, you're gonna die. Oh my god.
How could you, Matt?
I want to be
you
law
stop this
partners
criminal who's
anymore.
killing everyone? How could you?
Yeah.
How could I?
I got a little old.
It did
Well,
get a
For such a good show, that did get a little old.
yeah.
You also can't have Karen because I guess Karen and She-Hulk probably would, butt heads every once in a while.
Or Scissor.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Well, Karen's just not a good name to have anymore.
Oh, that's true.
That's the other thing.
I wonder if they're saving Karen for maybe a Punisher show.
Maybe. That's true. We'll see. I'm excited. Also, the Hollywood Reporter is also saying that Beetlejuice 2 is
Nope.
in the works.
Nope.
With Michael Keaton returning.
Nope.
But this has been rumored for a long time. But now they're saying Jenna Ortega is attached to play Winona Ryder's daughter.
Is Michael Keaton hard up for money or something like that? He's hard. He's doing everything, it seems, right now.
Is Tim Burton even directing?
Yeah, he's directing. You're just worried because it's a sequel of a comedy, right? And they never work.
A sequel of Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
How can you possibly make a sequel to this
know.
and not have it dog shit?
Yeah. Because
Like-
that one guy's a pedophile.
And I mean,
That
look,
other guy's dead.
and I mean, trust me, I love me some Michael Keaton, but a Beetlejuice sequel
And Alec Baldwin.
30 years later?
I don't think Alec Baldwin's going to get cast.
Probably not.
No.
Well, you could just get a different Baldwin.
Like, nobody's going to be back. Like, no Gina Davis.
Well, probably
Like,
not.
none of them are going to be back but Michael Keaton.
Maybe Winona Ryder. Probably Winona Ryder.
I don't know.
Stranger Things.
Stranger Things had to happen.
She's still around. But yeah, Jenna Ortega apparently is going to play her daughter.
I'll watch the trailer, but
I mean, it's always, most of the time these comedy sequels don't turn out good.
Luckily, we got a while before that that happens. Thank God.
Yeah, we'll see. Also, ahead of the release of John Wick Chapter 4, Keanu Reeves took to Reddit to answer questions from fans.
Oh, I saw that.
He was asked, has there ever been a role in your career that you regret turning down? Keanu replied, no, but I always did want to play Wolverine. And there's been rumors about that. But like, do you think he could play that character? Wolverine is like a crazy guy.
He doesn't have the intensity.
Yeah.
He's too laid back.
Right.
You know,
like he could do John Wick, but John Wick doesn't scream, like
John Wick is mellow and
he's intense, but he doesn't like scream when he's shooting people.
He's like silent intensity.
Right.
He's not screaming maniac intensity like Wolverine.
I mean, even like Hugh Jackman, like he screamed when he was fighting, but he did play like a cooler version of Wolverine from the comics.
Hugh Jackman was also, the way he played it was like a wild, just the way Wolverine is. I don't feel like Keanu's wild.
Sure, but I mean, Hugh Jackman is over he's 6 feet tall. He's a tall guy, and he's good looking. Whereas Wolverine from the comics is like this ugly midget,
Ugly midget with weird hair. Yeah, and imagine Keanu Reeves with that hair too. That's so strange.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird to picture him as one because, like you mentioned, Aaron, he's just like kind of like a laid back guy.
Yeah, I can't see that. His personality wouldn't work.
Yeah.
No.
Plus, you can't really cast anyone right now because, I mean, Hugh Jackman's playing Wolverine again next year.
Mm-hmm.
So even if you wanted to, you'd have to wait a while. And we know that they're going to be doing the X-Men in the MCU within the next few years.
Right.
So we'll see what they do.
A really, really old Wolverine as
Yeah.
yeah.
Maybe. Also, while accepting the Variety Legend and Groundbreaker Award at the Miami Film Festival, Nicolas Cage shared his views about the MCU. Cage said, "I've got to be nice about Marvel movies because I named myself after Luke Cage. I'm Nicolas Cage." Did you not know that, Josh?
I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Then he was asked if he wants to join the MCU, and he said, "I don't need to be in the MCU. I'm Nick Cage."
I mean, he's not wrong.
The MCU comes to me.
He's not wrong.
When I translate those words, what I hear is, I begged them to let me be in the MCU, and they told me no.
Right.
So now I'm going to say, fuck you, I reject you.
Uh,
I want to take the MCU's face. I want to take Kevin Feige's face off.
You're
And then I'll put on Kevin Feige's face, and I'll hire myself to be Doctor Doom.
I mean, no. Here's
oh
what.
God, Jesus.
Here's what happened. He reached out. He wanted to be a star in a Marvel movie. And,
Captain America.
And Feige said, "Look, I would love to have you in a Marvel movie in a supporting role." And Nick Cage said, "No, I'm Nick Cage." And that's what happened.
I mean, he's still mostly blackballed in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He can't get a big role anywhere.
Yeah.
He's in that silly vampire movie, which looks funny.
Right.
Then the only other movie is the one where it's just all about it's him playing himself.
Right.
This is gonna be my big comeback. It wasn't. It was a fine movie, but yeah, it's over for him. He had 5 movies in a row that bombed because people were sick of those fucking movies. Eventually, it just got tiring. All those shitty movies that he was in.
Right.
Yeah.
People were like, we're done.
I was thinking of kind of characters that Nick Cage could play, and just because he's going to be playing in that Renfield movie, I was like, you know what? He probably could do a pretty good Morbius.
The thing about Nicolas Cage, he's like the ultimate system quarterback where it's like, if he's in a good movie, he'll make it better and it'll be great. But if he's in a bad movie, he's going to throw 5 interceptions and completely fucking fail.
For all the sports fans out there, Nick Cage is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
In a way, yes. I mean, that's just how it is. Like, you could put fucking Leonardo DiCaprio in a bad movie and he'll elevate it with his acting. Mm-hmm. But if you put Nick Cage in an already bad movie like The Wicker Man, like Bad Lieutenant, and you just let him run wild, he'll throw 5 interceptions, 3 fumbles, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
Nick Cage is the ultimate person that needs a good director to give him direction.
Yeah.
Because if you let him run wild, it becomes a Nick Cage movie.
He's just waiting on that John Travolta Pulp Fiction role to come along.
Pulp Fiction?
Well, yeah, because
You mean What?
No, because Pulp Fiction revived John Travolta's career.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He's
sure.
just waiting for that
Yeah.
role to come along where
Well-
he's Nick Cage again.
Travolta also needs another Pulp Fiction.
I think they're
We
both.
saw him
does.
present at the Oscars, and his face does no longer move.
No, I think
That's
it's a
how
little bit
much.
too
Yeah, that's
much
how many injections,
Botox.
and fucking plastic. Yeah, it was scary.
It was a little bit.
He started crying because he was talking about the in memoriam, and like
But
his
his
voice
mouth-
was crying, but his face wasn't moving.
Right, his mouth still
It's
stayed the same.
disturbing.
Tears were coming out. It was very
I
strange.
mean, I feel bad for the guy because he got brainwashed by Scientology, and
Yeah.
his wife died, his son died. The guy's had it rough.
You know what would wake him up? A good face-off too.
That's right. I'm sure he's praying every night. I'm sure they're both praying every night that it happens.
Let someone do this.
You know, I'm sure we know Nicolas Cage needs money because we've heard the reports that he spends all of his money. Hopefully, Travolta's saved a bit more.
That would be a perfect Netflix movie.
That's what I'm saying.
Why wouldn't Netflix just...
Any of these streaming services make this fucking movie?
Tubi, make this work.
Because we've seen legit good action movies with not, gigantic budgets
Yeah.
on some of these streaming services.
Josh, what was that streaming service that had those 10-minute episodes?
Quibi.
They released Face Off 2 in 10-minute increments.
Dude, that would fucking save Quibi.
Yeah.
Fucking everyone would watch
But
Quibi.
you know what they should do is for Face Off 2 is obviously you're face switching again, but you're also cloning. So there's multiple Cages, multiple Travoltas, and they're all switching faces.
Multiplicity, but with...
Mix it in with
face-off?
Inception. You know, you switch face, then you go into the dream world. Am I me? Am I him? I don't know what, is any of this real?
I don't know. That kind of sounds like one of those things where it's like, I want to eat cookies for every meal for the rest of my life. By day 5, you'd want to kill yourself.
Yeah.
That's true. I don't know. I'm for it. Cloning, at least cloning.
Yeah, why
Cloning
not?
will be fun. Just like 5 Castor Troys at once.
It's like every 5 minutes you could kill
Hello.
you could kill a Nick Cage every 5 minutes. And there's no consequences.
It's just the Eric clones, but the Cage clones.
They just keep on coming
The only
back.
difference. Last thing I have, this is very interesting. So Better Call Saul star Bob Odenkirk recently shared that he's starring in a remake of the 2003 cult film The Room,
What?
taking on the lead role of Johnny, played by the original film's writer and director Tommy Wiseau.
I remember y'all guys
What?
talking about this. I had not
No,
seen the
Josh, we have
What
never
the
talked
No,
about
no,
this. This
Not
is brand new.
But The Room.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
So, okay, this is going to sound, maybe you're not going to believe me, but I swear to God, I've had this real conversation with a former coworker of mine, Danny. You know, Danny Mata, Josh.
Danny Mata.
We were talking like, what if they took the script and hired like fucking Martin Scorsese, and then they got Robert De Niro, like Leonardo DiCaprio. You got the best actors in the world, but you kept the dialogue. You kept the dialogue as is. Could it become a good movie? Are these like with this shit dialogue? Could the best actors in the world make it a good movie? And apparently, that's what they're trying to do here.
So what you want is Scorsese directing De Niro saying, "Oh, hi, Mark."
Yes.
Fuck.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Apparently that's what they've done. And Odenkirk said, like, no, they're taking it seriously. Like, they're not making fun of it. Like, yeah. So apparently that's what they're trying to do. And I can't wait. There's no release date yet. I don't know where this is going to be, if it's going to be on a platform or whatever. I don't know if it's just going to be like, you got to rent it from us directly.
I don't know. I thought when we got the Dave Franco
Yeah, I thought, didn't they do a
Seth
remake
Rogen
of this?
movie, I thought that was kind of the end of this whole thing. It's like, oh, awesome. We saw the
No, I don't care. I want to see this.
So is Bob Odenkirk playing who James Franco played?
No. Well, yeah, he's playing Johnny, the main character.
he's playing Tommy Wiseau.
Hold on, there is a screenshot of
Oh no.
hold on, let me pull this up. Maybe it's in this other one.
I guess I need to watch this movie.
You have to.
Have you not seen The Room yet?
No.
You don't want to watch it by yourself because
No.
it's it's fun to watch with friends.
It has to be watched with other
It's
people.
so bad it's good. Look there.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Interesting.
Anyways, how's your sex life?
what? Is he gonna do the Tommy Wiseau accent?
No. Again, he's playing it serious.
Oh,
He's playing it serious.
This got a 26% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah, it's really 100%. It's like so bad it's good. It's so bad it's good.
It's the ultimate.
It's
So
literally.
bad
I mean,
it's good
really.
movie.
Okay.
I mean, really, it's the worst movie ever made. But like, it's not because I'd rather watch that than Avatar 2.
Yes.
Interesting.
You know, the most fun thing is they have midnight screenings still of The Room. And you just go and everyone just talks through the whole movie and you get to yell out whatever you want. People throw spoons because there's a picture frame of a spoon in his apartment. Like, why would you have a picture frame of a spoon? Like, he was so lazy. He just went to fucking Hobby Lobby and was like, oh, picture frame with a spoon. And like didn't put anyone's photo in the picture frame. It was just like, here's the default. Yeah, so it's amazing.
So this is going to be a hogwash movie, you think?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right.
We could also review The Room one day. Just the original one.
I'm down for that.
I don't know. Would anybody really want to listen to that?
I don't know.
I mean,
I love it. I fucking love it.
yeah, we love it, but I don't know.
We'll see. Do you have anything, Josh?
I've got two quick things. So we all know that I like the Batman. No one else did. But the Batman 2 will start filming this year. Executive producer Michael Elson, in a now deleted Instagram post, shared that filming will begin in November.
Well, then it's not, but he deleted it.
Well, because he's like, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have said that.
Well, maybe they're not filming in November anymore.
I think the hot rumor is it is.
I mean, we know it's happening. Mm-hmm. James Gunn said that's the what is it called?
The DC
The
Elseworlds.
Elseworlds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this doesn't fit in, of course, with the DC universe. It's just outside of it.
Well, I can't wait to see what the crackhead Joker has in store. For the
It's
sequel.
meth Joker. Well, hopefully it's not meth. That was terrible.
It was definitely meth.
Yeah.
The only even you admit that was terrible.
Yeah, that was terrible. The only other thing I have is Steven Spielberg has his own aliens theory. You know, because we've been hearing a lot about UFOs recently and stuff like that.
Okay.
And Spielberg, of course, is made Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
What's his name again, real quick? Who?
Steven Spielberg.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
and
a little better.
also E.T.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg. In an interview with The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, he said, what if it's us 500,000 years in the future that is coming back to document the second half of the 20th and to the 21st century because they're anthropologists and they know something that we don't know quite yet that has occurred, and they're trying to track the last 100 years of our history. It kind of sounds like a movie, right? Like something that he might direct.
This is what happens when you become such a big star, like, you know, your ego. This is Steven Spielberg. He's like, wow, I made so many good fucking movies that the aliens need to come back and study it. That's wow.
No, he's not saying that.
No, but it is an ego. Like to think that, like the people that think they're going to live to see the end of the world, like your ego has to be completely out of whack. You have to have a massive ego to think you're going to be alive for the end of the world. Like you're so important that you have to be here for it.
Well,
like it's obviously going to happen when I'm here.
I'm so important. I hope I'm here for when the aliens
That's
land.
like Spielberg. Like,
For
wow,
sure.
they're studying this moment in time because it's so important. No, it's not.
It
It's
could
not.
be. It could be.
No.
You don't know.
It's really not.
Could be. Maybe interesting.
They should go study Jesus and figure out if that stuff is real.
Well, yeah. I mean, you know, maybe they went back farther too, and they're just kind of documenting. You never know. You never know. I want to know where the pyramids came from. There's so much interesting shit in our history.
Slaves, you stupid fuck.
I know
They
from
were slaves.
but I mean, come on. They build like triangles. How do you get that? That's so crazy.
How do you build a
on now.
triangle?
How do you do that from back in the day?
Slaves, you fucking dumbass!
I know it's with slaves, but come on. They had to use some extensive technology. That's some crazy shit. How do you
Just because you don't know how to do it, Josh, doesn't mean they didn't. There are smarter people than you, even back then.
You didn't know how they did it either, motherfucker.
I agree.
I know, isn't it mystifying?
Hey, Josh, you want
It's
your mind
mystifying.
fucking blown? Did you know that 70 years ago, they could watch TV back then, too?
Well, I knew that.
Josh, you don't know how that laptop's made.
Well, it's made with buttons and it's made with chips and
Aliens.
stuff.
It's aliens.
Not, it's not. This is not Alienware. My brother has
Dinosaurs
Alienware.
made it.
Dinosaur. Fuck you. Dinosaurs did not make it.
I don't know. Did you see 65? They're pretty smart.
No, they're pretty dumb apparently.
Well, they're dinosaurs. They have Josh brains.
Couldn't fucking stop a asteroid. Get the fuck out of here.
Speaking of dinosaurs,
Yeah, so let's talk 65.
let's talk 65.
You know, it's funny because when we saw the trailer, we just figured that Adam Driver was his character was from Earth.
Yes.
And somehow he got sucked into a wormhole
and went back in
went
time.
back in time. That's not what this is.
That's what any reasonable person would think watching that trailer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like the little twist there. Not that it's a twist, but it's a different expectation from what you saw in the trailer. Like he's living 65 million years ago, just on another planet.
Yes.
That's more futuristic than ours.
Planet Samaris is what it said.
Yes.
So I thought already, like right off the bat, that was a better idea.
That was, yes.
You know?
It was good that they weren't doing the Planet of the Apes thing, the
Yes.
going forward, going back in time. Like it's still Earth, but
Right.
a different time. That was
like
yeah.
It's like Star Wars, you know, in a galaxy a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Yes.
I really like that. He has a daughter who's sick. She looks like the Catch Me Outside girl. You know, remember from Dr. Phil?
Oof.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Yeah.
Look like that.
I didn't see that before. but
Immediately, I was like, "Oh, it's the Catch Me Outside girl."
I guess I gotta see it now. Shit.
And you know, this movie's only 90 minutes, so I like that it's short and sweet. But it did kind of fast forward a little quick for me at the beginning, where like he's talking to his daughter, and then immediately he's on the ship, and the ship's crashing.
Well,
I thought that was a little quick.
the whole thing
Sure.
was like he went on this mission because he wanted to raise money to save his daughter.
Yeah.
And you know, he just kind of went on the mission, and I guess it didn't really matter.
Well, yeah.
It was
She didn't survive. No. Thank you, Josh. Thanks for that. We didn't need that yet.
I didn't need this fucking movie.
Well.
Yeah, well. Josh, you see, here's the thing.
Tell me, Andrew.
The last couple movies you saw that you liked, you saw with your girlfriend. So your pee-pee was hard. I've already explained this.
Get the fuck
This
out
is
of
proving
here.
my theory, because tonight we saw the movie and I was sitting next to you. So I don't think was your pee-pee hard?
It was not hard.
So your
Was yours
pee-pee wasn't hard? No.
Was
so
Aaron's
you didn't
hard?
like the movie? Because now you have this new expectation of when I go to the movies, my pee-pee gets hard.
No, my expectation is to see good movies. This movie was fucking boring.
You were
It was
texting.
slow.
Josh, you were
I was-
texting on your phone the
Josh,
whole
I was
time.
not.
Josh,
I
you
was
didn't even pay attention.
If
Josh.
not for Andrew screaming every 5 minutes, I would have fell asleep because
Josh.
this was fucking boring.
The movie was 90 minutes and it was nonstop dinosaur attacks.
There was
Yeah.
barely
How could you
any
say it's
dinosaurs.
boring?
How could you say
Barely
that?
any dinosaurs.
If the movie is just not for you, I can understand that.
Well, no,
But
remember
boring?
he doesn't like scary movies. So he probably got scared
this
early
movie
on.
wasn't even scary.
And then he covered up. He probably put his shirt over his eyes. and
There
like,
was
"No, I don't want to see."
there was one moment early in the movie where it was a jump scare. I was like, oh shit. And then after that, I was like, yeah, this movie's not going to
you
get
checked
me anymore.
out. You checked out. You got scared. You don't like getting scared in movies. You have publicly admitted that you don't like scary movies.
I
This
checked
movie.
out. I checked out a little bit later, but no, here I was still in it. But it was.
You
just,
know what's
It was boring.
You know what's great about this movie is it made dinosaurs scary again.
It did. Look, maybe this is some hyperbole here, but I think Spielberg would be proud of this movie.
Yeah.
It was scary. They started off smart. They did the Jaws thing at the beginning
Yeah.
of this movie where you just saw glimpses. You didn't see too much.
You saw eggs. Then you see the footprints.
You just see like shadows and silhouettes and
Yeah.
like mostly sounds, like
build up-
dinosaur
yeah.
sounds in the dark.
You build up the monsters.
Yes.
And then you reveal them. And yeah, I thought that was, I mean, because since like the first Jurassic Park, when you see the T-Rex and you're like, oh, they're fucked. Like ever since the second one, like all the Jurassic sequels, like none of those dinosaurs are scary anymore. They're just kind of just like, oh, whatever. They're there. Like you're not afraid of them. And that's what I liked about this.
Yeah, when you make a dinosaur movie now, you have to understand that it's going to be held to the standard of Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
And, Jurassic Park was definitely obviously very different movie from this.
Yeah.
But in terms of getting the dinosaurs right and making them scary, this hit all the right notes. All of them.
Yeah, I agree. And so he wakes up. The meteors are hitting the ship. I was like, well, for that advanced technology, like for the ship, I guess they didn't. It's like, oh, warning, meteors, and he's immediately hit by meteors. And then once, I was like, wait, is he showing up? Like, that's when I first thought. I was like, is he showing up to Earth like the day it gets hit by the meteor and gets rid of all the dinosaurs?
Right.
And that's what they did, and I love that because it added a second threat to the movie. I thought that was really cool. So because of all, he thinks everyone in the pods is dead, and I guess he felt he didn't deserve to be saved because at first he was calling in, saying, please send help, and then he deleted that and re-recorded, and so it was like, nah, don't send anyone.
Well, I guess he had nothing to live for since his daughter died.
Could that have just been because he didn't think he had any chance of actually being rescued, and he was just now stranded forever alone?
Maybe
on a foreign planet.
Yeah, because he was almost going to shoot himself, but then he thinks about his daughter and he doesn't. And at this point, we don't know that his daughter's dead. We don't find that out till much later.
Right.
So that was like a reveal. It was like, oh shit, really? Because when he sees his daughter in that moment, you think, okay, keep fighting because it's for your daughter.
Right.
I felt like this was supposed to be when they talked about it early, when they were on that beach making the noises with their hands or whatever. It sounded like this was supposed to be like a short trip, and he was going to be back to help her through this.
No, they said 2 years.
They said 2 years.
2 years?
Yeah.
Okay.
See, Josh,
That was when you were text. You didn't pay attention to the movie.
You
I
weren't
couldn't
paying
pay
attention, Josh.
No.
Josh, that was the
wasn't
first
for me.
scene.
Yeah,
You couldn't
it was-
pay attention to the first scene. Yet the hour of Cocaine Bear where there's no bear.
The Cocaine Bear was fun. This movie was a
You
slug.
can't shit on this
slog.
movie if you weren't paying attention.
I can pay attention to the things I paid attention to, and they were terrible.
What did you do during the hour of Cocaine Bear where there was no cocaine or bear?
Fucking laugh my ass off.
So stupid.
Amazing.
You said you don't like lowbrow humor. That was as lowbrow as it got in
was
Cocaine
amazing.
Bear.
Do you have Being a Troll for Dummies
Yes.
sitting around there somewhere? Do you have a
I took
copy
it.
of this?
It's in
It's
Andrew's
being a troll
room
for
over there.
Joshies.
I took
That's
it
what
from
it's called.
Andrew's house.
Wow.
Yeah. The scene leading up to the title screen was great. He finds a little girl. He sees the giant footprint, and then he has a panic attack. And then 65.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Adam Driver being terrified, made me scared. Because he's constantly having these panic attacks, which you usually don't see in a movie like this. Usually the hero's, just brave and that's it. Arnold back in the day, he wouldn't be scared. He wouldn't be having panic attacks. He'd just be fucking up these dinosaurs.
Yeah.
So I thought that was an interesting dynamic to have Adam Driver be shitting himself.
It was really realistic. I liked that.
Yeah. The first jump scare with the baby raptor, I was like, oh, fuck!
Yeah.
I screamed, oh, shit, in the theater.
Both Andrew and I were like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. And then the little girl's parents died on the ship, but Driver, she doesn't speak the same language, but he basically told her that they were on the top of the mountain, but really that's just where the escape vessel is.
This trip that they're on, the journey that they eventually go on, to try to find their escape ship or whatever. I mean, it's difficult enough. Why did they have to make it to where she didn't speak another language? It was.
They didn't want a lot of dialogue in the movie. Obviously, it was a stylistic choice.
I really liked that choice because this movie was just very simple and straightforward, and I think the fact that she couldn't communicate with him just this is not a movie that needed a ton of
think
dialogue.
but it's on purpose,
This
right?
girl was the smartest girl in the world because she fucking picked up a lot of that language pretty fucking quickly.
Family and water. Yeah, it's not that hard when you point to water and you say water, Josh.
I don't know.
You
I
can
can't
figure
pick
it
it
out.
up.
Yeah, agua. Yeah.
I
Well,
still
no,
can't
of
pick up
course
Spanish.
you can't. We know you can't, Josh.
I'm
but most people
everyman.
can.
I'm the
No.
everyman.
No.
Yes.
Josh, it's not the Josh Reese show. Once again, don't forget.
Sure,
It's
sure,
not.
sure.
This is not the Josh Reese show starring Josh Reese. That's the AEW show. Don't forget.
Yeah.
I gave you one. Don't take them all. No, but that is a choice that they do. You like Mandalorian, Josh? What does Grogu speak?
Grogu doesn't need to speak.
Exactly. Did you see Logan?
Listen to what you just said.
Yeah, Logan was great.
Yeah, and the little girl, does she speak English? No.
Yeah.
That's what they do with these
Speak
movies.
Spanish.
They all copy each other.
No, I didn't like it. It was dumb.
Yeah, okay. Keep looking at pictures of naked girls on your
I think that's what I should do.
The part where we see the video diary of his daughter, that reminded me of Interstellar.
Yes.
You know, where they're like, she's just sending in videos and
Yes.
they're getting sadder and sadder. And that's when we find out his daughter died while he's making this trip. So then they save a baby dinosaur stuck in some shit. It's immediately killed by some little raptors.
That was so sad.
You know what? I wonder if those were so for Jurassic Park. The book had some changes from the movie, and the book had this dinosaur that wasn't in the movie called Compies, I think. And in the book, the old man Hammond, he gets killed by these little things, and they're kind of described as like, you know, kind of smaller thing, but they come in packs and they just, you know, fucking eat you alive. And I kind of wondered if this was supposed to be those.
They did look like them.
And they were a fucking problem in this movie.
I used to know dinosaur names so much more when I was younger. But so
Well, yeah, we all did.
that's just like, well, then the dinos come. Later, Driver falls out of a tree, and he's doing like, you know, Mel Gibson in Lethal Weapon, like trying to pop his shoulder back into place. And that was a tense scene because the girl had to help him pop his shoulder back before those fucking dinosaurs eat them. Those like lizard-looking dinosaurs.
Yeah, the bigger ones, they were almost like raptors combined with a Komodo dragon or something.
That's a good like Komodo. They were like giant Komodo dragons. Yeah, that was a good scene. He shot all of them. One of them like started dragging her away, and then he shot in the air to scare it. You know, it's funny how animals know about guns. Like they know to be afraid of them. I saw this video like a couple weeks ago where this guy is somewhere and there's a fucking mountain lion following him.
Oh, yeah.
You saw that?
I've seen this,
And then the mountain lion jumps at him and he shoots and the mountain lion runs away.
Yeah.
It's like it knows to be afraid of that gun somehow.
Yep.
It's always fascinated me. Then later, some bug got in the girl's mouth as she slept. That was a pretty gross but like awesome scene as well.
Oh, yeah.
He had to like kill the bug in her mouth.
Yeah.
Then the dinosaur reveal, the giant Komodo dragon one, like where they're just standing and then behind there's lightning and then you see its face. I thought that was a really cool shot.
Well, that was more like a T-Rex sized one, right? That was pretty fucking big.
Reminded me of Jurassic Park.
No, because then later, well, we'll talk about it. I thought it was a T-Rex as well at first, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
Because they show you later. Then his scanner shows that, you know, an asteroid's heading for Earth. They get split up in a cave. The girl blows up a little raptor and then saves Driver from some quicksand. This is just stuff to, you know, keep the story going. Then they get to the escape vessel, but the girl realizes that her parents died in the crash. And Driver opens up about his daughter, and he's like, you know, I lost my daughter. I got to save you. I can't, you know, it's similar to The Last of Us, you know, where it's like, my daughter died, so I have to save this girl.
Sure.
So they're about to take off, but one of the meteors hits the ship and they crash. And then T-Rex shows up, starts fucking up the ship. So Driver runs out, starts to lead it away. But then a second T-Rex shows up and they're fighting over who gets to eat him, I guess. And the girl plays like the video and we have like the hologram of Driver's daughter. And the T-Rex is trying to eat the hologram because it doesn't know the difference. And that was actually good because that distracted the T-Rex and Driver was able to put that one down. He shoots both T-Rexes dead. But then that's where the big motherfucker from earlier shows up because when they were in that cave, it tried to bite him. He shot it in the eye.
Oh, that was the one. Okay.
That was that was such a fucking cool scene because like he comes back. And then, like, the Komodo dragon one, like you described it, turned his face to be like, look what you fucking did to my eye. I'm back, bitch. You know, like, he's back for revenge. So I thought that was a really cool reveal. And then it's about to eat him. but the girl stabbed it with a spear that she made earlier, and she rubbed it with the poison berries that Driver told her not to eat earlier. Again, like that's what a good movie does.
Yes.
Like 30 minutes in, he tells her, like, no, don't eat those berries. And she's like, oh, fuck you, don't eat those berries. And then later she remembers, she's like, oh, they're poisonous.
You pay off a thing from
It's
an
a
hour
payoff.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah. And she fucking stabs it and it dies. And then they get in the ship and they take off right before the asteroid hits. And it was an awesome shot. And they live happily ever after.
Yeah, I guess that's his daughter
Fly
now.
back home. That's his daughter.
What this movie was, so you watch Alien and it's like, all right, that was a good movie. That was scary.
Yeah.
But what if there was a bunch of them and there was a team of Marines with a bunch of fucking futuristic machine guns just shooting at these things? That would be awesome. Like fighting them on a level playing field with weapons. That would be awesome to see, right? And we got to see that with Aliens and it was fucking awesome. Haven't we all watched Jurassic Park and thought, wouldn't it be awesome to see a movie where instead of just running for their lives and getting eaten alive by raptors, if someone just had a fucking shotgun and was fighting the T-Rex and raptors with a fucking shotgun? That's what we got to see.
Yeah.
And they didn't fuck it up.
No. Because what would win between a shotgun and a T-Rex? I mean, that's like the arcade game that me and Aaron love so much. There's a Jurassic Park arcade game where you shoot dinosaurs.
To save them.
And to save the important ones.
Right.
You explode the other ones with shotguns and grenades and everything. And then you shoot the T-Rex in its face 1,000 times and he's captured. You have rescued the T-Rex.
Yeah. It's great.
It's such a great arcade game. But yeah, no, this is a fun 90 minutes. It's not meant to be dialogue heavy. If you've seen Gravity, it's kind of like Gravity, where it's just, Sandra Bullock's alone, and there's not a lot of dialogue in that movie either, and she's just trying to survive. Now, I would say Gravity's better than this movie, but it's like that. Also, like I Am Legend, for most of the movie, it's just Will Smith by himself. I just love those type of movies. And this is like those type of movies. And when you do those well, I really like it.
Sure. It's like those types of movie. It's just a worse version of them, in my opinion.
I really liked that they didn't make this movie 2 hours 20. This was the right length.
Yeah. Right. We need more 90-minute movies. Short and sweet. Leave you wanting more.
This movie turned me around on Adam Driver because I had the Bruce Dern problem with him. Bruce Dern, long time ago, he made a movie with John Wayne where, John Wayne was fucking John Wayne. And one of the later movies in his career, he made this movie with John Wayne where, like, halfway through the movie, he shoots John Wayne in the back and just murders him. And it's like, wait, what? And everybody fucking hated Bruce Dern after that because he fucking killed John Wayne. So I fucking hate this asshole because he killed Han Solo. But this movie was such a fun ride. I didn't even care about that.
I didn't like Adam Driver because I couldn't believe that they just made Anakin Skywalker all over again with Kylo Ren.
Right.
Like he's just a pussy, like crybaby teenager. He's like, no, I want to be the Sith Lord. Like, yeah, I hated those Star Wars sequels.
Right.
But no, Adam Driver's a legit good actor. No one could make those shitty Star Wars movies good. But no, I would see this again. I would give it like a 7.5.
Jesus.
I think I'd give it an 8. I really, really enjoyed it. They made dinosaurs legit scary. This was a scary movie.
Right.
Yeah.
Josh?
A 4. The dinosaurs was fine. That was
course.
about it.
Of course.
I thought Adam Driver's acting was terrible.
Terrible?
Terrible. He grunted. Barely.
Those are
stirring.
panic attacks.
Boring.
Water. Very bad. Very bad. We're gonna go up a mountain.
Josh,
Parents.
that's just how I have to
Parents.
talk to you half the time.
Parents. We're gonna go find parents.
Yeah, they
I
don't speak
know.
the same language.
I don't know. It was dumb. I thought the girl was. I didn't like the girl at all.
You didn't find her attractive?
It was a really
Jesus
slow.
Christ.
It was a really slow movie. The dialogue was terrible. It was not fun at all. If you want to watch a fun movie about animals, fucking watch Cocaine Bear.
Were you watching
Fucking
it?
Cocaine Bear was amazing.
Were you
this
watching-
movie was
No, Josh.
goddamn dog shit.
You just were all horned up. That's
Were
the
you
difference.
watching a
Horned
different
up at
movie
Cocaine
on your
Bear?
phone? Like, did you have
I should have
Netflix
been
on your phone?
I should have been. Maybe I would have enjoyed myself a little bit
This
more.
or Avatar 2?
Avatar 2.
You'd rather watch Avatar 2?
Avatar
you
2.
stupid fuck!
I checked out when they were in that fucking cave, and then they both escaped the cave, and then they somehow find each
You're
other.
like the
Go fuck
definition of an
themselves.
internet
What are you
troll.
talking
Go
about?
fuck
She did the
themselves.
fucking thing that he taught her, stupid.
Oh,
He taught her how to do the whistle.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's all explained if you'd pay attention.
yeah. Fuck it. This movie's terrible.
This or Morbius.
It's tough. I don't know. Morbius was at least funny.
This or the Kingsman.
This for sure.
So the Kingsman is still the worst.
Kingsman's still the worst for sure.
Okay.
And Matrix is still worse than this. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Matrix is still worse. There's still worse
still worse.
movies.
Yeah, there's still worse.
So it's not the worst movie.
It's not the worst, but it's. I mean, this was like Nope level of boring.
Josh-
Nope had no action.
Well-
At least this had action.
Josh-
Nope was super boring.
Josh, sometimes I feel like you're a character from Idiocracy.
don't
Like
know
you
what
just
that
look at the
movie
Mona
is.
Lisa and you're like, "Where's the tits?" Well,
I never saw
Like,
Idiocracy. I can't respond
What?
to that.
Well, hold on. What do you think about the Mona Lisa?
It's a good painting, I guess. People say it's good. Whatever.
But what do you think about it?
I could care less.
where's the tits? Right?
That's not what my thinking. No. No. Where's the feet? Maybe I don't know. Whatever.
God. Josh goes in the Sistine Chapel. He's like, me.
Yeah.
That would be Josh.
You know what? There were people sitting just behind us today, and I almost turned around. I was like, "What y'all guys think of this bullshit?" I almost turned around. I was flabbergasted when these two motherfuckers were like, "Oh, this was a great movie. Great movie. Rah, 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 rah. I can't believe it. Adam Driver, home run. Rah, 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 rah." I was like, "Oh God."
Ravel.
Yeah. That's what it sounded like to me.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm sorry that we liked it. I apologize, Josh.
It's okay. We just gotta get on the same page, guys. We'll be on the same page eventually.
By the way, the CGI in this was 10 times better than Cocaine Bear. 10 times better. You have to admit that.
Yeah, CGI was fine. No, the dinosaurs were great. I like the dinosaurs. It was the humans that fucking sucked.
Okay. All right, let's do fan questions. We'll see if people agree with Josh. I don't know. Nathan Bain says, so excited for the Punisher return.
Yes.
I just hope he still has the same attitude he had in the show.
It might be a little bit watered down, but hopefully
Cross
not
your
too watered
fingers.
down.
There's no way Bernthal shows up if it's going to be a watered down version.
Yeah. Tim, I feel so bad for you seeing 65. I fucking hated it. It was very boring, and Adam Driver and the girl had absolutely no chemistry.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, I mean, that could be helped by not speaking the same language, but sure, they just still
Yeah,
didn't have
Omar said there was a language barrier.
Anyways.
Brian, if you could time travel once, but after doing so could never time travel again, when would you time travel to?
1983.
Jesus.
That's a good
Why?
year.
Just so I could live the 80s and early 90s again.
I thought you were going to say that's the last time the 49ers won the Super Bowl.
Like watch Schwarzenegger movies new in theaters for the first time.
Okay.
That's not bad.
So you'd be fine living your entire life over again?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
I don't know.
Well-
I mean, we've had these conversations before. We have children to take into account, so we have to add the rule that you still get your children at the end of the day,
Right.
no matter what thing no matter what you change.
Right.
Right.
Of course.
So if those rules apply, then I'd probably go back to high school. Yeah, I don't know, but then I have to live with my parents and I have to follow the rules again. That sucks. I'd go back a couple months and find out what the lotto numbers were, and then fucking.
There you go.
well,
I'd find out what the lotto numbers were like a few weeks ago when it was like $2 billion, and that's what I would do.
well, you'd probably want to go back to like what late high school after you had your growth spurt, right?
Yeah,
When you finally got to
like play
Start.
football for real.
right.
Not, I joined the team when I was fucking 5'4". Yeah, Josh.
I mean, it's hard to go against what Aaron said and go back to the 80s and kind of do it all over again, but I don't know. I couldn't go much further because I'd have to have indoor plumbing, that's for sure. Yeah, I'm going to do 80s. 80s is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did they have indoor plumbing then?
My family did, yes.
Good. The Rizzler, John Bernthal as the Punisher is probably top superhero / comic book character performance of all time. Bold comment, but I stand by it. His he's got John Bernthal #1 as the Punisher, Heath Ledger as the Joker #2, Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool, Michael Keaton as Batman, and Jackie Earle Haley as Rorschach in Watchmen.
That's a good list.
It's a good list.
But Charlie Cox should be on there.
It's a very good list. Rizzler, you and I need to have a beer. I love how much you love Bernthal as the Punisher. It was it was a good fucking Punisher.
What do you mean, Charlie Cox?
Daredevil.
Oh, yeah, okay. Right.
Daredevil and also Kingpin. The Netflix version. Those are definitely the best. But that's a good list. Good list.
Yeah, I'd have Christian Bale on there too for Batman.
Yeah, you'd have to do a top 10. Top
tits.
5 is too hard
tough.
for so many. How many there's been.
Who are you? I wish you guys were reviewing Shazam just so I could hear Andrew yell for an hour, but also respect you guys for refusing to see it. Yeah, that's next week, and I don't think we're gonna see it. I don't want to see it.
So we're not doing that one.
I mean, you can go see it, but we're not reviewing that movie.
Oh, am I allowed to see movies on my own? do I have your permission?
Aaron,
Thank
if
you
you want to see it,
Thank you, Andrew.
you can go see it. Okay.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Okay. But no, I don't. I have no interest. It looks like shit.
All right, fair enough.
I might have to bring my son though because he wants to see it, but I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it if it's gonna suck. You know, I don't know. Yeah. Mitch Tar, is there any chance a review of Bohemian Rhapsody at some point? I mean, that was a great movie.
That was a
Very
good
good movie.
Freddie
It's
Mercury was
possible, sure. It was really good.
Rami Malek played was really
Way better
good.
than Elvis. That movie sucked ass. Tom Hanks was nominated for a Razzie Award.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean,
haven't seen
Razzies
that
is just
one yet.
like one guy that became, but like, yeah, he was bad. That was like a rare bad Tom Hanks performance. Chief Nakahomer 65 was basic and kind of boring.
Uh-oh.
Pushfire Berry, Jurassic Park trilogy, Jurassic World trilogy, Godzilla movies, including the Matthew Broderick one.
I like the Matthew Broderick one.
No, wait, no, stop it.
I did.
It sucked.
I mean, the Godzilla movies are the fire for sure.
They're all bad. All of them are bad.
The Jurassic Park trilogy includes Jurassic Park.
I'm saying the Godzilla ones are all bad.
Oh, yeah.
I guess you would push Jurassic Park just because the first one.
Right, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then bury Jurassic World. So are we in trouble here? Are all of these fans going to be pissed off at us for
Well, hold on, we're not done yet.
It's kind
For
of like
liking
Josh,
this movie?
Josh represents the fans of the podcast.
Josh, fuck
it's
off.
so weird.
It's two
Fuck off,
people.
Josh.
It's so weird.
Red shirt guy, what is Drew, aka the Russian Bear, doing? He's entertaining, funny, and probably has a regular sex life. Well, okay, he's bringing up Drew Light, who did What's Wrong with Wrestling. I think the last time he did it was 2016. He just didn't want to do it anymore, So that's his choice. It's fine. I like Drew.
I don't remember him.
Haven't seen. Well, no, you never met him. I don't think.
Oh, okay.
And then
Talk about a deep
just
cut.
about Josh stuff, but that's AEW. PCJ Pushfire Berry. Which futuristic world would you rather live in? Back to the Future 2, Demolition Man, Fifth Element. I mean, they all seem pretty dangerous.
I guess Back to the Future 2?
Back to the Future 2 is hell. Biff is basically Donald Trump, but like
Well,
a
wait,
worse version.
We lived through Donald Trump.
Well, wait. There was 2 different futures in Back to the Future 2. If we're talking,
Well, I think that's what he's talking about.
if we're talking the first one,
Oh, I guess before they ruined it.
like before it got fucked up, that one. But after,
Demolition Man was so boring, though. Could you imagine getting fined just saying, fuck?
I would. I mean, it's.
I
I would say Fifth Element.
Plus, you have to use the 3 she
Push.
shells all the time?
Just-
oh.
Yeah.
Why? Because the chick from Resident Evil is in it.
No, just because in Demolition Man, like everything's a crime. You have to shit into seashells. And Back to the Future 2, Donald Trump runs the world and everything. So, yeah, Fifth Element, I guess.
Steven with a V just finished watching Andor. I loved it. It's up there with Mandalorian.
Yes.
Doesn't have any of the cheesiness that these other Star Wars shows have. It stays true to the Rogue One vibe. Yeah, I'm still in the middle of it. I still have to finish.
Where
Andor.
are you now?
I've heard really good things.
Aaron hasn't
I'm
started
literally
it.
like halfway. I won't say anything. Yeah. Omar, I like 65.
Hey,
It was better than Ant-Man and Dumb Fuck Bear. I wouldn't mind seeing Adam Driver in more action movies, especially with a U.S. Marine background. It seemed like a natural fit for him. P.S. Aaron, since you didn't have to watch Quantum Shit Mania, you should watch the new Shazam and give us your review. It looks like it's going to be fun.
I'll do that.
PSS, I'm looking for that Discord. If you post up the invite link, we will join. We'll see about that. Aaron could do... You know what? Aaron could do that. He can go see Shazam and give a little 3-minute review or something. That'd be fine.
Yeah, if anybody gives a shit about that, sure. I'll probably be watching it. So, if you guys are not interested, I am going to watch it. So
you are interested in it?
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's got Helen Mirren.
I'm not,
Okay.
I like Helen Mirren.
I'm not like counting down the days for it to come out, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to watch it.
All right. Well, then we have to decide what we're doing next week. So send in your suggestions, everybody. But until then, make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Hollywood Hog Pod. Become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. I can't wait for us to review the season finale of The Last of Us.
Yes.
So go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. And we'll see you over there later.